This isn't an ordinary night in the ring. November 15th, 2024. Under the lights of AT&T Stadium, one of the most captivating matchups in boxing history will take place. On one side, the legendary Mike Tyson, a name that instills fear, and on the other, the controversial but determined young social media fighter, Jake Paul. This isn't just a fight. It's one of the greatest generational clashes in boxing history. Why, you ask? Let's dive in. Mike Tyson. Once the most powerful name in the ring, this fighter became the youngest heavyweight world champion at 20. His boxing style left a mark not just in the ring but in boxing culture itself. Known for his power, surprising resilience, and especially his aggression, Tyson earned the title Iron Mike. But his life wasn't all about victories. He experienced ups, downs, scandals, and years away from the ring. Yet, Tyson always returned. For him, this fight isn't just about winning. It's a chance to share his legacy with a new generation and bid farewell to the ring in victory. Jake Paul began his career as a social media sensation, taking the online world by storm. But Paul proved he was more than just entertainment with his dedication to the ring. Defeating opponents one after the other, Paul made a name for himself in the boxing world. Though he's often criticized, he's undeterred. For him, this fight is not just about winning but a battle to prove himself to the world. Young yet ambitious, Paul is a fighter who combines boxing rules with social media strategies. Now, he faces a legend like Tyson, and it's his biggest test. This isn't just a sports match, it's a clash of two different worlds. So why are these two going head-to-head? Tyson, despite his age, takes pride in still being called Iron Mike and wants to teach a young challenger a lesson. Meanwhile, Jake Paul wants to stand toe-to-toe with a legend and silence his critics. This fight is a battle of legacy versus innovation, experience against youth. Tyson is an iconic face of the old boxing culture, while Paul is a fresh breath into this culture. The upcoming fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is set to be a unique, highly anticipated clash, with specific rules that distinguish it from typical boxing matches. Instead of the standard 3-minute rounds, the match will feature 8 2-minute rounds. This adjustment is partly to accommodate Tyson's stamina due to his age, allowing him to maintain intensity without overly taxing his endurance. Both fighters will wear 14-ounce gloves, which are heavier than the usual 10-ounce gloves used in professional boxing. The additional padding provides extra safety and slightly dampens the impact of punches, a precaution aimed at protecting both fighters, especially Tyson. This fight is not an exhibition. It's a fully sanctioned professional bout by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. This means that knockouts are allowed, and the match outcome will be recorded on both fighters' professional records, giving the fight a serious competitive edge compared to Tyson's previous exhibition bouts. As a heavyweight bout, both fighters must weigh in at a minimum of 200 pounds. Also, like traditional professional fights, no headgear will be used, allowing fans to see both fighters in a classic boxing format. These rule adjustments aim to balance competitiveness with safety, especially given the stark difference in age and experience between the two fighters. This blend of old-school boxing with some modern twists adds intrigue to an already captivating matchup. Mike Tyson is a legend who fought in 58 professional matches, winning 50 of them. With 44 knockouts, he was nearly unmatched in this area. Paul's achievements, meanwhile, began with social media but quickly transformed into notable performances in the ring, elevating his career. Paul has steadily advanced with back-to-back wins, creating his style while drawing inspiration from Tyson's career and successes. Commentators have varying predictions for this fight, which is set to go down in boxing history. Some think Tyson's experience will make easy work of Jake Paul. Others believe Paul, with his youth and determination, has the courage to stand up to a legend like Tyson. Tyson's moves and experience will be put to the test against Paul's youth and willingness to take risks. On the night of November 15th, the boxing world will be holding its breath as Tyson and Paul step into the ring. This face-off isn't just a battle between two fighters. Tyson is still confident despite his age, looking to teach a young fighter a lesson. Jake Paul, on the other hand, has the courage to challenge a legend and is eager to prove himself. This fight is a war between legacy and innovation, a confrontation of experience and youth. The meeting of Tyson and Paul is a challenge that tests strength and strategy in the ring. Iron Mike, or the relentless young Jake Paul, we'll find out only in the ring. The countdown has begun for one of the most intriguing encounters in boxing history. Get ready, because tonight is a battle of generations and legends. Tyson and Paul. No matter who wins, this night will be written in boxing history in golden letters. Who do you think will win this unforgettable showdown? Tyson's experience or Paul's youth and courage? Share your thoughts with us. Let's listen to them now.
Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
Hey, yeah, come on, fuck Jake Paul. 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 I like that shit. Yeah. Hey, I hope y'all keep that same energy when I knock this old man the fuck out. Well, clearly they don't have a high IQ in here, but that's a federal crime, Brian.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. I thought, did you start training already?
Hey, Buster Douglas was fat, am I right?
I know, but you're no Buster Douglas.
I'm better. I'm better.
No,
and I'm gonna end you quicker than he did. And you'll remember that forever. You started me off. I appreciate that, Mike. I love you. I love you. Like a father loves his son, but I must discipline you. You're going down, old man.
Okay, I love you too. Okay, whatever. It's hard to even really be... he's not going to win. Look at, he couldn't even knock out Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz is 40 pounds. How he going to knock me out? What's the other guy? Anderson Silva. He didn't knock those little guys. How he going to knock me out? Who did he knock out? Who did he knock out? Little children. He didn't never knocked out a real man. Come on.
Hey, look, he's right. I can't stand here and say I did those things. But what I promise to the people is on July 20th, Mike will be put to sleep and he will feel my power. And I will go down as the man who put Tyson to sleep for the last time.
Hey, listen.
With Jake Paul.
Listen, we're here. We did enough talking. I'm ready to fight.